back, everybody. In the kitchen with another delicious seafood recipe. This is Sarah Sawyer from the Egg Harbor Lodge up in Door County. A wonderful place to stay in the summer and fall if you want a romantic getaway. The views are spectacular. It really is a great place. And she's an awesome cook, so we love it when she comes on our show and shares recipes. So she was recently in Florida, and she emailed me and she said, oh my gosh, I had the best shrimp appetizer at a restaurant. I had to figure out a way to make it at home. Came up with this recipe. It's killer. So I'm like, all right, you got to make it for us. Right. So really good, huh?
I liked it. I mean, and then I made it for the family, and they thought it tasted exactly the same. So
yeah, I love doing that.
I know it took a while to fool around with it. You
right.
know, it's a little off, but I think I got it down pretty well.
Oh, it sounds yummy. So it's a crispy shrimp with kind of a Thai, spicy Thai chili sauce, a little bit of peanut butter in it, and we're gonna get things going. So first thing, should I heat up some oil?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And does it matter, is it vegetable oil, canola oil?
I usually use canola oil just because it really doesn't have any flavor in it at all.
Okay, okay.
So it doesn't really matter.
About how much in here?
Just a tiny bit more, yeah. I mean, you really want to fry it. These can be deep fried too, but they tend to stick a little bit. If you're making it for a big group, it's easier to use a deep fryer, but then like you say, your house smells like that.
Yeah,
for like
yeah. Okay, so all right, so good amount of oil in the pan. We'll start heating that up.
Yep.
Now, for the sauce, should we make the sauce first?
Yeah, make the sauce first, yeah.
Okay.
You know, throw in the mayo and the...
So we've got some regular mayonnaise.
Yeah. And sometimes you can go cheaper on mayonnaise, on other things. Mayonnaise isn't one of those things.
I agree. I agree. There are some things you got to stick with the brands.
Yeah.
I'm with you on that one.
It's not one of those things you
can. And not Miracle Whip. We want actually mayo. Yeah, we don't want that.
No, that's...
A little bit of peanut butter.
Yeah, a little bit of peanut butter.
So this is a weird combination.
It is a real weird combination.
This is sweet chili sauce?
Yeah, sweet Thai chili sauce. It gives a little sweetness to it, and which is going to balance out this sriracha. And it depends on how hot you like it. I mean, I like them quite hot. Yeah. Other people don't. So if we have people over, you can serve it on the side too. But you know, you want to be able to taste the heat a little bit. All
right. So this is some sriracha sauce. About how much of that?
That's good.
That's good. Oh. Okay. Well, you said you
I
like
it hot.
spicy.
I like it hot.
So whisk that together.
Yep.
Okay.
Perfect.
Sure smells good.
Yeah.
All right, so sauce is done.
Yeah, and then we'll need to mix these. You know what I didn't think of though was get the egg in there. We really need a bigger. When we get it done, we really need a bigger bowl to mix it all up.
You betcha. We got a big bowl. We got plenty of bowls. So 2 eggs.
Yep, 2 eggs. Mix those up good.
So whisk those up. Mm-hmm. And then what is this in the dish here?
This is cornstarch. I mean, it really makes a nice crunch, and you put it in the cornstarch first, and then you dip it in the egg. It's not going to turn a real dark golden brown. It turns out a little bit lighter, so it's a little harder to judge when they're done because they don't take very long to cook.
Sure.
It's a couple minutes on each side max. Depending on how big your shrimp are.
But instead of flour, it's going to be a lot lighter.
It is. It's a real light soft. It's not like a deep fried shrimp, really.
Now, did garlic powder I see, or is that and salt? Does that go in?
Well, we can kind of put that on the shrimp too. You can kind of mix it into the shrimp, or you can put it in the sauce. I've done it both ways.
Your choice here. Should we just season up the shrimp with it a little bit?
Yeah, and then add a little bit of the salt.
Okay. Okay.
We can just kind of.
Yep. Okay, kind of mix it around. So dip into the cornstarch, then into the egg.
Yep. Right.
And then just like this, right in, or do we go back into the cornstarch?
Go right in.
Okay. Let's see if this is ready.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ooh, good.
We're frying. All right.
Score.
So kind of best thing to do is just kind of do it by hand,
Yep, you got to do it by hand. If I am going to do it you can keep them in the oven for a little while in a bowl on a real low heat.
Okay.
And what I'll do is before I make them, I'll line them all up on a sheet. I'll do this whole part first. And then I'll put on the sheet. If they stick a little bit, you just take a thing, and then I'll still fry them off, put them in. So I've done this with like 2 pounds of shrimp, which is a lot. That feeds a lot of people for an appetizer. So, and it works really quite well.
That's nice to know. You get it done a little bit ahead.
I hate cooking in front of people. It's not my...
Right, and just, you just want to be enjoying the party.
Right, so you can get it done for the most part, and then just kind of fry it off.
Okay.
Yeah. And this is a lot of sauce. You're not going to need nearly this much. I don't know why it makes so much. I just wanted to get the flavors right or whatever. But you just put enough just to lightly coat the shrimp.
After it's fried.
After it's fried, you put it in, you lightly coat it, and then plate it up, and you're good to go.
Now, tail on, we've got these tail on. These are uncooked tail on but peeled shrimp.
Right.
Or you said you do the tail up, but
Yeah, I do. If I do them this way in the pan, I like the tail on because they're easy to eat. Sometimes if you deep fry them, it just seems to, you can just pop the whole thing in your mouth.
yeah, and you know what is nice is if for an hors d'oeuvre, it's finger food,
Right.
you know, which is nice.
Right.
A little messy finger food, but that's
Yeah.
okay. At the restaurant, do they do them with the tail on?
Yes, they do.
Okay. Makes for a
They
nicer
do.
presentation,
It
too.
does. It does.
Okay, so don't overcrowd your pan. You kind of got
Nope,
to do this
right,
in
exactly.
batches,
Perfect.
right?
Yes,
Okay.
that's exactly
All right,
the right
so I'm
amount.
going to clean up our mess, which not too bad. Whenever you're breading and deep frying,
Yeah.
my kitchen turns into a
Yeah, I'm-
disaster zone. So let me wash
I'm
my
really
hands.
bad at it.
You want to keep an eye on those shrimp and
Yeah.
let me know when you flip. But boy, it does go quick.
I don't even know how
Here
to
we
use your
go. Yep.
tongs.
You got it.
First.
Let me just wipe up here. How are they looking?
Yeah, they're looking great.
I'm going to grab a big bowl to toss the shrimp with. So let's talk about your blog. Are you still doing the blog?
I'm only doing the blog for Egg Harbor Lodge. I gave up my food and wine. It was just too hard for me with Egg Harbor Lodge to go to all those restaurants in the summer. I pretty much stick close to Egg Harbor.
Sure, but you're always blogging about new different things.
Yes,
that are
I
going
blog
on.
about the county, everything, not just about food, about everything else. So I try to make it a little bit more interesting for our guests, not just blabbing about my place, but who I see, and we take lots of pictures and that. So yeah, it's been fun.
It is really neat,
Yeah.
and you can see pictures of the lodge, and like you say, Sarah talks about her family and things that are going on. If there's a new restaurant that opens up, she knows everything in Door County.
I pride myself on
and
that.
that's
so.
the neat thing. She and
Yeah.
her husband are actually, I love it when the innkeepers are actually there, and
Yeah.
when you say, hey, where should we go to eat, and you say, what are you looking for? And
That's exactly how we do it. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's nice, and we love it. As I was just saying, it's like the greatest job in the world.
It's a
nice.
beautiful place.
Thank you.
Okay, so we're kind
Done.
of getting to the finish line. You
Yep.
think we're done here?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, these look so good. And like you say, they don't get as dark as you'd think with
Yeah.
that cornstarch,
Yeah.
but I can tell the shrimps turn pink, so we're done here.
Yeah, and what I do then is I drain them off.
Okay.
When I get them all drained off, I take the paper towel off, then you mix a little of this sauce in, like I say, just enough till it's...
There's a spoon right in there. So this breading is pretty delicate, so
It is. You gotta be
trying to make sure to,
keep it on.
yep, exactly. But boy, it looks good. I can just tell that these would be a hit and they would go. So you need
Because
to
you
make
don't
plenty.
get them that often.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
they're not.
Special treat.
Yeah. And I haven't seen them anywhere except for that place. So.
We won't tell you the restaurant, but it's a very popular restaurant, especially down south. It's a chain. So you might be able to figure it out, and you might even seen this on the menu. So anyway, so this now goes in,
Yes.
okay? The
Okay.
shrimp and a little bit of the sauce.
Right.
So when the sauce hits it, it's going to,
Yep.
so we just kind of coat it a little
Yeah,
bit.
that's probably even enough.
Okay.
Get it coated up good.
Or you could even do the sauce on the side, I'm assuming.
You
just to
could. You
dip,
could dump
know.
it. You dip it like that too.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And then serve this on some lettuce leaves.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, little onion on top.
Yeah.
Here you go.
I'll
Here's
cut 'em up.
a knife for you.
Thank you.
There you go. Sarah's going to stick around. What are we making next time, Sarah?
We are making linguine with clam sauce, which sounds, it's delicious. People think they don't like that type of thing. They will change their mind.
I
'Cause it's
agree.
delicious.
And I love it too because it's a really great way to serve seafood, but to do it cheaply. It's not an expensive dish to
Not
make.
at all.
Yeah.
It's canned.
Yeah, I love it. So stick
know.
around. Sarah's
Yeah.
recipe for linguine and clam sauce coming up, and we'll put this wonderful shrimp appetizer recipe on the website too. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back.